ask you how things are going or practice is like, and now you get to do it in the game. So just, I guess, impressions of the defensive effort in particular and what you work to do through camp, and then putting it in action for the first game.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of growing tools. Because we got to build habits, different habits than what we had previously. So we got to go through that right now during games. So we're doing a lot of film and a lot of talking right now, trying to talk out things. But I just think it's just building those habits on a daily basis, and that's what we're trying to focus on right now.
Are there any specific habits that you're trying to build personally right now, just for where you're at?
Just guarding all the guys, I think, and also helping as much as I can, using my voice more. At how we play defense, we're guarding, pretty much everyone's guarding every different player. So I'm trying to direct as much as possible and help Brooke direct as much as possible. And I think that's going to help our defense take the next step.
Go ahead.
I was like, Griff was talking about it at the end of the game, a couple breakdowns as far as getting the shooters off of the double of Embiid. How much do you feel that is on like the wing guys to be like, all right, I'm going X out here, or however? Is that like a part of the communication that you're talking about?
Yes, sir, it is. And I think, you have to be putting guys in position to read and react a lot on defense. So you got to read the next man a little bit. And I think that just comes with time, comes with reps, comes with seeing it, watching it, and going through it a little bit. But I think using your voice can definitely navigate through some of those mishaps we had late game.
You talked about how you changed your body in the offseason. You'd had some preseason games to kind of see how it worked, but just how much of a difference did you notice playing a game that mattered?
I just feel like my timing is back where it needs to be. I think when I came last year, I caught myself a step behind a lot of plays. The game was moving at a different speed. But me having camp, me having a full year, I feel like I'm reading, reacting much better. I'm back to normal, feeling normal on both ends of the court.
That first quarter where you guys are kind of in there, I think it's Dame with some of the bench guys. How do you like the ball movement during all that?
I like it a lot because I don't want to wear Dame down, in a sense. I want to continue to let him play freely and not just look to him to make plays for that unit every time, So we got to get better with it. I just don't want to wear him down. I want guys to be able to play through Bobby sometimes, to be able to just play through ball movement of me and PC and Cam. I just want to take some of the load off of him a little bit in a sense and let his shots come differently instead of him creating everything for us and him just being ahead of that snake, because I feel like we have the players that can do that. Coach has given us the reins to play basketball, and I think we have to take advantage of that and also help him when he's in there with the second unit.
Is there I don't know if adjustment's the right word, but like, for instance, Brooke catches a three and he kind of looked around to see if anyone was going to close, and then he put it up. Is there because you don't normally practice just wide open shots like that. Is there an adjustment, I guess?
No doubt. It's adjusting for everybody. You got to realize Giannis and Chris and Brooke has not been guarded the way we're being guarded as a team since they've been a unit. Dame has brought a different dynamic of how teams are guarding us. So it's like shots coming different areas, different times. So it takes a whole approach to just getting used to for everybody. I think Giannis playing in the pocket, playing in that role when Dame gets trapped, is something new. So it takes a little while, adjustments to know every read. Giannis got to know when to attack, when to break down the defense even more with the pass. So it's just a feel. I think these guys are we're all just trying to figure it out in the sense of how teams are guarding us, because you have to respect Dame and you have to respect Giannis, and that's why you got Brooke on the backside like, wow, I'm this open. I can really take my time. So same with Chris. Chris is going to have a lot of backside actions, him and Brooke playing backside actions off the ball, and they're going to get shots.
Speaking of Chris, Griff just told us he's going to be out tomorrow, back in on Monday. You end up closing the game sort of, I guess, partially because Chris is out. How do you guys deal with, like, all right, well, Chris is going to play the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, but then we're not going to see him, like, the rest of it. Do you think about that beforehand, or do you just have to deal with it in the moment?
I think it's harder on him, honestly. Obviously, we know what he brings, but I think rhythm-wise, he's a rhythm player. So he's got to, minutes is going to increase, and I think he has to continue to just not get frustrated with the process of everything. That's what I'm worried about more so than Chris. I think team-wise, he's going to fit in because he's Chris, and we respect him. We know what he brings to the team. So I just don't want him to be frustrated with his process of just taking care of himself while the minute load and everything goes up. And I think for me being in those situations, it's a next man up mentality. It's just being ready and trying to impact the game as much as possible whenever your number's called. No matter who's in the game to close, we just have to be ready and do our job.
Was there anything in particular that you saw from your team on Thursday that you liked and you're hoping that you continue to build?
I like how we went down 7. I think we was down 7 at the 4-minute mark. We never faltered. We never got frustrated with the process of like, all right, now we got to get it done now. I think we took it one possession at a time, and we got back in the game, especially hanging our hats on the defensive end. I think we got stops when we needed to, and obviously we was able to make shots. But I think it has to start with, first of all, if a team goes on a run late, just stay together, band together even more. And I think that builds our resolve, that builds us our thick skin throughout the year. I think when we get put in that situations, we just can't falter. We got to believe in one another, help one another, and work on the offensive end to get the best shots.
Damian said post-game you were one of the guys that end the game. It's like, just close it out.
Yeah.
But he's like, look, this is a new team. Giannis and I had to figure out, is he going to give me the ball there at half court? So was that just a natural reaction? Is that something where you all as a team were like, hey, he's here, go do this? Like
No, I said that. I didn't talk to nobody. I said that out of my heart. I just felt like I know what he's capable of. Everyone knows what he's capable of. And I think the way they were guarding us, I felt like he was the guy who was going to either take that shot or get us in, make the next pass to make the right shot. I just felt like at that time in the game, we were putting the ball in his hands to make a play. You saw us coming up in those 2 big alignments with Brook and Giannis setting for him. I just think him make the play, just make the right play, whether it be your shot, whether it be someone else's shot. But I just felt like at that time of the game, he had it going a little bit, and I saw the look in his eyes, so bring it home.